Alright, hey there. So we got the Blackstar Fly 3 and things you should consider before you actually get the amp. One thing I will say, it's definitely one of the best mini amps that I've used. I use a Honeytone, the mini amp that they have from Dan Electro, the Fender Mini 65. So I do think this one has the best quality I've used so far. But I could also recommend the Boss Katana Mini, and honestly, you may want to lean that way. But if you're working on a budget, that's completely understandable. What I will say is, if you're gonna be using this to play metal like me, you may want to consider getting a distortion pedal. Now the amp does come with built-in overdrive, and it does a fairly good job. Right now I have the gain maxed out, and the volume is about at the, let's see, maybe like a 10 o'clock position. Yeah, around that. And this is like a good example of that. So it sounds, again, it sounds pretty good for a mini amp that has 3-inch speakers in it. But when you go up in volume, it doesn't sound that sturgy to me. And that's really gonna depend for you. If you're a beginner, some of this stuff isn't gonna make sense. But overdrive is a little bit different from distortion. Overdrive is pretty much just a weaker distortion, and if you're playing metal, chances are you're gonna either want two things: a boost pedal or a distortion pedal, because I don't feel like this amp packs enough. And another good example is a song like "Unholy Confessions" by Avenged Sevenfold. It requires a lot of tapping, but because it's not so, high gain, I guess, it doesn't read some of my taps, so I have to pick through the sound for some parts. Now that might not be a big deal for you. If you think this sounds great, then by all means go ahead. If it is that you get it, I just recommend getting like a $20 distortion pedal. You can get one from brands like Azor or Behringer. For like $20-$30. I really don't spend a fuck ton of money on getting something way more expensive, but I'm just letting you know. Overall, it's still a really good amp. You know, you have the built-in delay feature. So, honestly, I can't really say anything wrong or bad about the amp. Another thing to consider is if you do end up getting this for the $74 price tag, you can definitely go ahead and if you want to again upgrade later on, you can get their extension cabinet. It is going to run you almost the same price that you paid for the amp, so I don't recommend it. Since this is just a 3-watt amp at the end of the day, I don't think the extension cabinet's going to make that any better. What I would recommend though, since it does come with a built-in audio jack and an output jack, you can definitely use like a Bluetooth speaker or a speaker of any sort to just get a better sound or a louder sound out of this if you want. Another great feature about the amp is that you can plug something into the input jack, and you can just practice alongside like any song that you are currently trying to learn. So, or if you have like a backing track or something, you can definitely play it through this while you run some solos over it. So overall, it's a really good amp. It takes like 6 or 7 AA batteries if I remember, and you can of course get a power supply to run that. So yeah, by all means, pick it up. It's really good for the price. I honestly can't say anything bad about it. Only that I am gonna be getting a distortion pedal just because I need like a grungier sound. But that's just me. It definitely doesn't have to be you. Yeah. Anyways, have a good one.
délai. Le delay est assez sympa. Là, il est au plus haut.